Welcome back to Berry Life, bringing you easy and delicious recipes from around the world. If you're in the mood for an impressive looking dessert to spice up your date night dinners, plan parties with friends or family, or with Valentine's Day around the corner to show that special someone how much they mean to you, then you're in luck, because today we're making red wine poached pears, a recipe that only takes a few ingredients and a little patience. So let's get started. For this recipe, we're going to use Bosc pears. You can tell by the brown skin and a longer neck. Also, they're firm, which is exactly what we need as we'll be cooking them. I would recommend avoiding the softer varieties like Bartlett, unless you want to end up with a red wine pear preserve. We'll go ahead and peel them completely, until you see them turn a little pink from embarrassment. But be sure to leave the stem at the top, for ease of handling. I don't know about you, but I find pears very appealing. This recipe is made with wine, but if you want to skip the alcohol, just replace it with a non-alcoholic red wine. What kind of a pear does well on tests? Prepared. We'll also need a few slices of lemon zest for a fragrant citrusy undertone. Careful not to slice too deep into the white part. That's called the pith, and it leads to a bitter taste. You know what they always say, when life gives you lemon, just trade them for pears. And some toasted almonds for a bit of crunch. Ideally, you want to soak the almonds overnight to sliver them, but we like a more rustic chop that makes for a more interesting texture. That's it for the prep. Told you it was easy. In a large pot or an enamel cast iron Dutch oven like this, we'll go ahead and add the pears, along with a bottle of red wine. Ideally, for a rich, deep burgundy color, we like to use a full-bodied red, like this Cabernet Sauvignon. You can also try a Malbec or a Shiraz. We've even tried a medium-bodied variety like a Merlot. However, we usually avoid the lighter ones like Pinot Noir. But, as always, feel free to experiment and make it your own. In addition to the wine, we'll add the lemon zest and a couple of cinnamon sticks, along with 1/4 to 1/3 of a cup of sugar. Then we'll go ahead and turn on the heat and bring this to a gentle boil, stirring occasionally, and simmer for about 30 minutes, gently turning the pears halfway through the cooking process. For Valentine's Day, my wife and I usually enjoy a cozy meal at home, with a little vino and a romantic comedy. What are your plans for this Valentine's Day? Let us know in the comments below. As always, for the full written recipe and our Valentine's Day recipes list, visit us at berrylife.com. After 30 minutes, this looks good. We'll check for doneness with a knife test. This is perfect. It's easy to pierce, with a little bit of resistance in the core. Now we'll go ahead and turn off the heat and allow it to cool until it reaches room temperature, before placing it in the refrigerator for about 10 to 12 hours at a minimum, ideally overnight, or even 48 hours for a deeper, richer purple color. While it's in the refrigerator, remember to turn the pears once during the soaking process, so the liquid soaks into the other side as well. After the pears have soaked overnight, they should have a velvety glossy exterior with a beautiful deep purple or burgundy color. These are absolutely gorgeous. As my friend likes to say, Picasso. At this point, we'll remove the pears from the chilled poaching liquid and turn on the heat. We'll remove the lemon zest and the cinnamon sticks and allow the liquid to reduce to a syrupy consistency. This step takes about 10 to 15 minutes depending on the amount of liquid. Once it starts boiling, you want to keep an eye on it and prevent it from getting too thick, stirring occasionally and checking along the way. Once the liquid has reduced, we'll use the back of the spoon to confirm. This looks perfect. It may appear to be a bit light, but as it cools, it'll thicken further. If you accidentally go beyond this point and it's too thick, just add a little water and whisk to thin it out. Now for our mascarpone whipped cream. This we would make the day of serving. We'll start with a cup of heavy whipping cream, along with 3 tablespoons of powdered sugar. This whipped cream isn't meant to be overly sweet. Now we'll go ahead and whisk, and whip the mixture to soft medium peaks. You can do this with a hand mixer, like we're doing, or a stand mixer, or if you're feeling traditional, a manual whisk and a little elbow grease. Once you start seeing these ribbons, you want to slow down. Then we'll go ahead and add 1/4 cup of mascarpone cheese, or creme fraiche, for a bit of tang. We'll only mix this for about 10 to 15 seconds on low. We don't want to overmix this as it gets gritty. If you do accidentally end up over whipping, just add some more cream and whisk it a little on low. This looks perfect. We'll place this in the refrigerator for at least 30 minutes before serving. When serving, you want to start with a generous dollop of our whipped cream and top it off with some shaved almonds. And place the pear slightly leaning against it, almost like a pillow. Then, drizzle it with our luxurious red wine reduction. Hope you enjoyed this video and are excited to make this for yourself and your loved ones. Be sure to let us know in the comments below if you try this recipe. Also, subscribe and give it a thumbs up. It really helps support this channel. We upload recipes every week and you don't want to miss out. Now, what we've all been waiting for. The cross-section shot of the wine as it's soaked into the pear. And voila! There you have it, red wine poached pears. A taste of luxury and romance in the comfort of your own kitchen. Thank you for watching. Enjoy!